Big news for Alabama basketball. Like we said, would probably happen here on the channel. Sears and Stephenson both not going to the NBA. Alabama has to be the preseason number one after going to the Final Four and bringing all of that talent in and back. Maybe they win a national championship because that's what they've got their eyes on right now. Football, they know about winning championships. You got elite four-star Derek Meadows down to his final five. And how about four-star cornerback Graceson Littleton set to visit Tuscaloosa? We'll get into that. And also, how about the USA Today has Alabama outside of the top five for the first time since 2009? Yeah, what happened in 2009? We'll get into that as well. Roll Tide, everybody. Like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you for being here. We got Big Sexy Elmo on the other side, so let's get there. Oh, you ask and you shall receive. There he is, Mr. Brett Elmore from WJLX and the Brett Elmore Show, and my good buddy. What's up, bro?
Oh, it's a good day to be a basketball fan. It's just a great day to be a Crimson Tide fan. Overall, man, what a day yesterday. The two guys that we expected to return, they did.
Yeah, I know, but it never works out that way, but it did this time. Sears, as I try to fix my collar here, Sears was a guy who was on the bubble. He would have gotten drafted, but it would have probably been late, and he, would have been in the G League somewhere. He's got to obviously gain weight. There's some things that he's got to do, maybe get a little bit better in some areas on the court. But why not do that in Tuscaloosa? Why not do that as the face of Alabama basketball? It's a lot of pressure. He comes back as the greatest. In my mind, he's the greatest player that Alabama's ever had. And I'm sorry. I know there's been some good ones there, but this guy got Alabama to the Final Four. He can shoot. He can pass. He's a leader. And I'm glad he's coming back. And then Stephenson, gives you some more size. We saw what he could do in the tournament, but it's time to put all of this together, those guys to work as a team and see if we can't pull off a natty.
Are you saying this guy may be a GOAT of Alabama basketball?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think?
I think you may be right. 21 and a half points a game. He shot 44% from behind the arc, shot 50% from the floor. Last year he set multiple single season school records, which would put you in the talk of being one of the GOATs of Alabama basketball. Points in a season, 797. Games with 20-plus points, 26. And free throws, 198. That's three records shattered by this guy. And now he's coming back, and he's got one thing on his mind, a national championship. And that's what he said.
Well, he's also got better defenders on this team too, right? I mean, last year it just felt like you got guys that would just basically say "Olé" and let basically just give up the basket. But that. I don't think that's going to be the way that this team plays this year. I think they're going to come in with that hard hat mentality, which is what Nate Oats has always wanted. Hey, let's do the deep threes or the threes. Or attack the basket. Forget about the mid-range jumper. Get people that aren't afraid to shoot the ball, play defense. We didn't play a lot of defense last year, and we still won a bunch of games. There's a lot of pressure when you're expected to win, and no one did a better job of that than Nick Saban when he was at Alabama, right? So we'll see how it goes for Nate Oats. It's not like Nate Oats' teams haven't had pressure, but this is the first time that I feel like Alabama is on the doorstep of accomplishing something that I never thought they would accomplish. A lot of things have to go their way. They're going to have to play as a team, and they're going to have to share the basketball because there's a lot of good players on this team, but the depth's there. And if those guys can be focused on the most important thing that there is with a team, and that's just winning, then this is going to be an amazing season of basketball.
Buy in, play together, no egos. It's a hard thing to overcome when you have a lot of talent on a roster. But Nate Oats is a very good coach. And let's talk about Stephenson for just a second. And Mark Sears is of course a big get, but I know this guy only averaged about 5 points a game, but he was an 18-year-old freshman. This guy, he had a coming out party. Remember that Clemson game?
Yeah.
19 points and a couple of blocks in the Elite Eight. So he grew up really quick, and I'm glad to see him come back as well.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I can't wait. You and I will be covering that. Maybe we'll go to the thing about it is that this is going to be the first time that tickets are going to be hard to get in basketball. Yeah. And I think that's really exciting. This is what Alabama fans support winners, and that's just the way it's always been. So you better get your season tickets now, because some of these games are going to be a tough get in.
And for the first time probably ever, basketball is an odds-on favorite in Vegas. It's a better favorite than the football team to win the national championship.
Yeah.
As soon as this announcement was made, Bama is now plus 1,200 to win the basketball championship. The football team plus 1,400.
We're going to talk about some football recruits, but I think this is a great transition here. Is that USA Today put out their top 25, and they got Bama at number 7 after spring practice. This is as low as Alabama's been ranked going into a season since 2009.
What happened that year?
Well, Brett, Alabama beat Florida for the best team in the world for the SEC championship, and then they beat Texas for the national championship. First under Nick Saban, and it was out in the Rose Bowl. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah, it was. I was there, and it was so much fun. And, that's just fodder to talk about. 7th in the nation. That's fine. You know what they used to call that? Bulletin board material. Put that on the bulletin board, boys. Look at this every day through the summer and entering the fall drills, and tell me you're the 7th best.
But I love it. I think you need that kind of stuff, right? I mean, because now it's all about the work. Kalen DeBoer's focused on doing the things that this program needs to do to win. But, at the same time, it is nice to have that motivation.
Yeah. It is. And like I say, this is just something that's coming out of the spring. They put together the rankings and put Bam at 7th. I think they're better than that, though. I think they're better than that.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, and I guess Georgia's everybody's number 1.
If it isn't Georgia, it's Ohio State. I mean, the odds-on favorite to win the title is Georgia at 320. Ohio State, Texas, Oregon, then Alabama, Ole Miss, and LSU. Yeah,
Ole Miss a serious contender this year, really, to me, for the first time, because they don't have Bama on the schedule.
Yeah, really, yeah. So,
we'll see. All right, let's talk about a couple of big-time high school recruits, and we're going to start with Derek Meadows. We've talked about him before, from Bishop Gorman, but I think he'd be the first guy from this prestigious school in Las Vegas to come to Alabama. He's a 5-star recruit, according to 24/7 Sports. The other publications On3, ESPN Rivals have him as a 4-star guy, but he's a wide receiver, big guy, 6'5", 185. We talked about him being a ball hawk. Well, he's announced his final 5. Now, Notre Dame is like the heavy favorite to get him, but he's got his final 5 out. Were you surprised at all by the 5 that he has out there?
No, not really. Notre Dame would probably be the favorite. But who knows? And yeah, we talked about him a few weeks ago because this guy's got an 80-inch wingspan. Holy smokes. 6'6", 180 pounds and an 80-inch wingspan. You're talking about a matchup nightmare for defenders. I mean, come on. This guy is, a matchup nightmare. But hey, we're in the finals for this guy, and who knows? Coming from the desert of Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, to the Mecca of Tuscaloosa.
He's going to visit Alabama. He's also got Georgia on the list, Ohio State, and Michigan. So he's got some bitter rivals, and then Notre Dame. And everybody thinks he's going to Notre Dame, but we'll find out. But he's definitely someone that would fit in well with the Kalen DeBoer, Nick Sheridan offense. Now, another guy to keep an eye on, Graceson Littleton. And he sets up his visit to come to Tuscaloosa, another 4-star.
Yeah, another 4-star. He's 6 foot, 180-pound cornerback from Tampa. And this guy plays for Wiregrass Ranch High School. Good player. Ideal mix of size and speed from what it looks like. And he's visiting Penn State this weekend. Then he's going to Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma, and Iowa. And from what folks are saying, the Tide is the top contender for this guy.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Andrew Bone doing the work, digging hard, best in the business, our guy. So we'll keep an eye on this. And it's funny, I had a conversation with Jake Coker on the Elephant in the Room podcast, and we were talking about Bone. I guess Bone's just all he does is just call these guys all the time. Like, they're like, oh, it's Bone again. Get this guy out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Hello? It's you again? No, I haven't decided yet. God.
Leave my mom alone, Bone.
Bone, quit calling my mom at odd hours of the night.
Hey, guys, let me remind you that our show is brought to you by Pearl River Resort over in Choctaw, Mississippi, celebrating 30 years. Golden Moon, Silver Star Casino. We're going to be giving away tickets to some of the shows that we're going to be at. Boys to Men, Big and Rich, coming up in July. It's going to be so much fun. They got the water park open now. Summertime's here. You play the which is an amazing golf course, Dancing Rabbit. Spend $50 at the sports book, and you can play Dancing Rabbit for $40. So that's a really good deal. But it's a fun weekend. It's a short trip, and if you like, Vegas style gambling, the sports book's great. I'm not telling you to go put your mortgage on this. I'm just saying, if you got some pizza money, as my buddy in Tallahassee used to always say, go over there and it's you don't have to go all the way out to Vegas. It's right in our backyard. So check them out over there. All right, Brett. With that said, it is that time of the show again where you take over, and I couldn't do it without this.
They call him Big Sexy, coming at you from the Walker County. Jasper is his hometown. He's known for giving free rundowns. Oh, Big Sexy, throwing out those Alabama thoughts, sneaking out your mom's window without getting caught. Nick gives you the XPs, but Big Elmo is here to please. Big Sexy Elmo on the Bama Tailgate Show.
All right, there he is. There he is.
Let's get into it, man. It is the 30th day of May. If you've got to get it done, you better get it done today or tomorrow, because this month's just about over with. Celebrity birthdays today. You have Tom Morello, guitarist from Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave. He's 60.
Oh, Rage, man. When I was playing baseball, that was always my get me pumped up music before the game.
Morello, he has a show now on Sirius XM. I listen to him from time to time. Another one of my favorite bands live, Patrick Dahlheimer. He's the bassist for Live. He's 53. Are you familiar with a band by the name of The Clash?
Oh, yeah. I love The Clash. Rocking the Cash Bar.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Rocking the Cat Box.
No, Cash Bar, I said.
Oh, Rocking the Cash Bar. Yeah. Something like that.
Rock the Cash Bar.
Yeah.
Cash Bar. All right, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're going to get there. Topper Heaton, he's the drummer. He's 69 today.
Nice.
A guy you definitely know, Manny Ramirez, 52 today.
Oh, yeah. I met Manny. He spent a little bit of time working with the Cubs. He's really interesting guy. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. Like I was about to say no. I'm telling you, he is. Like you don't. You know, like those guys that you meet and you talk to him a little bit and you're like, man, this guy's really cool. Like he kind of he's beat to his own drum guy, but that doesn't mean anything bad. It just means I enjoy those type of people because you learn a lot from him. You know, he was a great baseball player.
That's why you like me.
Yeah, that's why I like you.
Yeah. Another one of your favorites, Winona Judd, is 60 today.
A legend.
Winona.
Legend.
CeeLo Green is 49 today.
Oh, CeeLo. Yeah. What was that song he sung?
I may be crazy.
Yeah. I think that does.
That does some justice?
It does it for me. No, I mean, I may be crazy.
Today is jump rope day.
Man, you remember being in like elementary school, you would do the jump rope and everything. And then we had the rope. I don't even know if they still have it, but they used to have a rope you would climb in the gym. Couldn't climb the rope. Never climbed the rope.
I couldn't do it. I had friends that could do it. I had friends that could do it. I couldn't do it. And thinking back on that now, they had a mat down on the hardwood floor of the basketball gym. And the mat was about this thick.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, looking back on it now, if we were to fall from the rafters of the ceiling, that mat would have really done us a lot of good.
Yeah. I bet they probably don't even have that anymore.
No way.
At school, but they had it back in our day. You know, I guess they got that from like military training or something. Yeah, I never climbed it. I wasn't great at jump roping either. But like in my neighborhood, you'd see some people that would like sing songs and jump rope and like have like 2 or 3 people in there.
Oh, yeah. That have to do me going, yeah. Now, and I'd be getting in the middle and I'd just be going up. I was a pretty good jump roper, believe it or not.
Yeah. It's good boxing.
We did jump rope for Heart. That was an annual event for the American Heart Association, I think. And it was like a fundraiser. You'd sit there and you'd jump rope, for forever, it seemed like, and raise money. I forgot how it worked, but I remember that as a kid.
Nice.
It was very nice.
When I lived in Hawaii, I was friends with a guy named Eris from Okinawa. He could climb the coconut trees. Like people would climb the jump, like the rope in the gym. Like it was amazing. He said he grew up there. Everybody where he was from knew how to do that. And it would be like, like the bottom of his feet would like walk up the tree and he'd kind of hug it up the thing. I mean, it was amazing. Is it really amazing? And I saw it one time and then I would tell everybody, hey, he can climb up a palm tree and get the coconuts down. So
I think Keith Richards fell on his head one time from a coconut tree. I've seen my dad when he was alive. He climbed the press box at Parish High School one time because the door was locked. I remember that.
Nice.
But he could climb trees too. I wasn't very much, believe it or not, I wasn't that very good at climbing trees.
Really surprising.
Yeah. Today is National Mint Julep Day.
Dude, I have had, it's so funny you say that. I've had the taste for a mint julep.
Have you had a hankering?
Hankering, man. My friend Bricken made dinner the other night, and he made like this mint and like mango salsa to go with the chicken. And I smelled the mint, and the only thing I thought of was bourbon, simple syrup.
Oh my God.
And mint leaves. And a glass of crushed ice.
Every time I smell mint, I think of bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Well, here in Walker County, Alabama, we have an herb society, and they have an herb day.
Nice.
And coincidentally, it was held on 4/20 this year.
Wonder why.
But they sold the they would always sell the mint, I guess mint or whatever. Is it called a mint julep? Is it that?
Yeah, it is a mint julep. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
they would sell the mint julep, and for some reason those would sell out probably the fastest. And people would go and that's what they do is they make the mint juleps. But today's mint julep day. Go enjoy one, okay?
Nice. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one today.
Look, I'll cash app you a little money. I'll buy one,
on Big Elmo.
On Big Elmo, okay. Today is also International Day of the Potato. You see, you can celebrate this in many ways as they are prepared around the globe. For instance, French fries come from the beautiful country of France. German potato salad. That's good. That comes from, of course, Germany. And the most delicious probably is the potato dish is the mashed potato from the country of mashed. So anyway, International Day of the Potato and also International Creativity Day. If you can't come up with a way to celebrate, you're doing it wrong.
A country of mashed, huh?
Yeah, country of mashed. That's where mashed potatoes come from. Didn't you know that?
Of course. No, I didn't know that, but I learned something new every day.
Yeah, you just believe it and take it to the house. A couple of things on this date was patented, and two very important things. As a matter of fact, 1821, the rubber fire hose is patented by James Boyd.
Nice. I bet that helped a lot of people save their houses.
Yep, and most importantly, 1848, the ice cream freezer is patented by William Young.
Yesterday, I had ice cream, man. I love those. They used to have these called Reese's Pieces Sundays. They had them at Friendly's, which was a restaurant near where I lived. And I would get them with chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. And man, I got a soft spot for ice cream. I do like good ice cream.
Ice cream's good. I love it. 1935, Babe Ruth appeared in his final Major League Baseball game.
How sad was that? Like way overweight and, like mad at like the owners, he like cussed out the ownership on his way out the door. It's just really famous.
Yeah, he only played the first inning of a doubleheader.
Yeah, rolled out on them. Like,
I'm out of here.
They tell him, I think he thought he was going to be like player manager, and they were like, nah, you're not going to be a player manager. You're just going to help us make some money.
Right.
As a sideshow attraction.
Yeah. 1956. In a game against the Washington Senators, New York Yankee Mickey Mantle hit a home run that came within 18 inches of leaving Yankee Stadium, something never accomplished by any player.
Great name too, the Mick. Can't complain there. Switch hitter, still the most home runs for any switch hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Yeah. He has the name Mick too. And it's sort of like you.
Yeah.
A couple of Mickeys, Mickey. Does anybody ever call you Mickey?
No.
Your wife call you Mickey?
On accident, I'm called Mickey occasionally, but.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for this day. So I don't think there's anything going on in the world of news that we can talk about. I mean, Scotty Scheffler, by the way, did you see that all the charges were dropped against him? Yeah,
and they fired the police officer.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I wasn't there. I saw the video, I mean, when you're a police and you're doing an investigation of somebody that got run over, you got to kind of keep traffic from moving around. But that whole thing could have been handled better, I guess. Yeah. He's only the number one player in the world going to a golf tournament.
Only the number one player in the world. Yeah,
that's right. Well, nice job, buddy. Nice job. And I want to remind you guys, we're brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Now's a great time to start lining up your summer vacation.
River Resort.